You're watching the station that's working for you. Now, WMAR 2 News.
I'm Christian Schaefer with your WMAR 2 News update. The trial for a woman once accused in the stabbing death of her stepmother, then blaming a panhandler. The trial scheduled to start today. Valeria Smith charged with accessory after the fact now in the murder of her stepmother, Jacqueline Smith. Valeria Smith and her father, Keith, had both been accused of killing Jacqueline Smith back in December of last year, then making up that story about a panhandler doing it. This is video of them after they were brought back from Texas, where police say they'd been making a run for the Mexican border. Valeria Smith's trial is scheduled to start at Courthouse East this morning at 9:30. Keith Smith, her father, still faces murder charges. His trial is set to start next month. Mayor Jack Young says he hopes that Baltimore City will not be held liable for the actions of the disgraced Gun Trace Task Force. There have been several lawsuits filed already against the city. The mayor is worried there could be hundreds more coming, and in his words, everybody coming out of the woodwork with allegations. Now, the mayor says he believes that the actions of the members of the Gun Trace Task Force were not connected to their work for the city police department. 8 members of the former Gun Trace Task Force now serving time in federal prison. There is expected to be a large turnout tonight as leaders of the school system in Howard County hear from more parents about that controversial plan that would send thousands of students to different schools next year. In its current form, more than 7,000. The superintendent says the goal is to alleviate overcrowding in some schools and underpopulation in others. He also says students who are part of the free and reduced price meal program should be more evenly distributed throughout Howard County. Tonight's meeting is for families with students who attend Glenelg, Marriott's Ridge, Reservoir, and River Hill High Schools. It starts at 6 o'clock. It had originally been scheduled for 7 o'clock. It's at the Board of Education building there in Ellicott City, and it had been the last meeting to talk about this plan, but that is no longer the case. There's another meeting scheduled in Howard County.
And now from WMAR 2 News, Maryland's most accurate forecast.
Temperatures today are forecast to peak as we await the arrival of a cold front. So yesterday, 84 degrees. We're going to jump about 5 degrees warmer than that, which puts us almost 15 degrees warmer than our norm of about 74 degrees. That cooler air is forecast to arrive, although not going to be too cold. Satellite radar showing us that cold front right now marching its way throughout the Ohio River Valley, producing a few showers. Those showers will try to come to us. I give it about a 10% chance of rain. What we really are going to notice, though, is the high pressure out into the Atlantic ahead of that front, scooping in our winds out of the southwest. Anytime we get that southerly component, we see our temperatures warm. So we're going to jump about 5 degrees warmer than yesterday, and it does look like when that cold front moves through, that'll drop us back down, maybe about another 10 degrees. So we should see our temperatures go a little bit more comfortable for tomorrow, although continuing to see that warming trend. In fact, for the next week and a half, we should be above average. Futurecast for you starting you off this morning. We end up seeing the mix of sun and clouds by 4 o'clock. Mostly cloudy skies. And look at that shading in green, right? Savage, only about a 10% chance of rain. By 5 o'clock, now we're looking at that rain heading out over toward the eastern half of the city, maybe pushing out over toward Lakeshore and Annapolis, and at around 6 o'clock now, out over toward Chestertown. It's very isolated, though, so I think this map's a little bit too excited about the rain, but you get the understanding that we're really just not going to see a tremendous amount of precipitation, although we do need it. In fact, for this month alone, we've only seen 0.15 of an inch, which makes us the second driest September on record. So for today, we'll end up seeing mostly cloudy skies by 11 a.m., going for the upper 70s, working our way into the mid 80s right in time for your lunch hour as we climb into the upper 80s, flirting near that 90-degree mark. When that front slides through, the temperatures quickly begin to drop, and we also end up seeing clear skies come our way. It is going to be about 15 degrees warmer than normal for Baltimore. You can see Mount Airy about 12 degrees warmer, and Bel Air about 13 degrees warmer than normal for you. It is also going to be fairly muggy today. We'll watch the humidity increase. Behind that front, though, we get a little bit drier. Not going to last long, though. Look what happened Saturday. The humidity goes sky high, and the temperatures are yet again going to flirt with that 90-degree mark. So we are talking about that heat for quite some time. 70 forecast, 89 today, a 10% chance of rain, mostly cloudy. By Friday, sunny and dry, and 81. There's Saturday, the humid day, also dealing with high temperatures and a 30% chance of thunderstorms. In fact, we could see another 90-degree day middle half of next work week. That's look at your 7-day forecast. Christian, over to you.
Okay, Sabrina, thanks very much. That's all the time we have right now, but stick with us online at WMAR2news.com all day long for updates on top stories and breaking news. And for news and weather on the go, you can always download the WMAR2 News app. It's in the App Store. It's got live radar, and you can set up breaking news alerts to come straight to your phone or tablet. Thanks for watching. I'm Christian Schaefer.
This WMAR 2 News update is sponsored by Jones Junction.